Hi everyone, I'm Maura Rivera, CMO at Qualified. We're excited to talk to you today about some exciting innovation for Piper, the #1 AI SDR agent. Now, what is an AI SDR agent? It's an agent that's designed to automate the entire marketing funnel and do it at tremendous scale. An AI SDR agent can engage all inbound leads from the top of the funnel to the bottom of the funnel. They can convert buyers across channels, work 24/7 around the clock, and operate at infinite scale. The result? Always on pipeline generation. In the era of agentic marketing, there's no more powerful agent that you can hire onto your team. Now, Piper, the AI SDR agent, goes to work across your most important marketing channels. She's working the email inbox, following up with inbound leads from form fills and content downloads. And of course, she's working the website, serving up personalized experiences, scheduling meetings, and converting buyers. And the best part, she's engaging with hundreds of thousands of inbound buyers all at once. Now, since launching Piper, the AI SDR agent, just 1 year ago, she's been hired by over 500 companies. Incredible brands from Box to Asana to Lattice have hired her onto their team and are seeing massive impact to their business. 4x more engagement with inbound buyers, 3x more meetings booked, and most importantly, 2x more pipeline. Now, when it comes to the pipeline generation workflow, it's always been essential for human SDRs to communicate with other members of their team. For instance, think about an SDR and an account executive. They're always in communication. SDRs give their AEs a heads up when they've booked a meeting with a target account, provide an overview of the champion involved, give a rundown of how that call came to be, provide a pulse on sentiment and buyer interest, get them prepped for their first call, and so on and so on. SDRs are AEs' partners in crime, and they're always talking and collaborating. And who else do human SDRs communicate with in the pipe gen workflow? Marketing. Marketing leadership is constantly talking with SDRs, getting insight into their performance, holding them accountable for working their inbound buyers quickly and efficiently. How many meetings did you book this week? How's inbound pipeline looking? Have you begun that event follow-up? Any notable accounts? Have they come through? Any uptick in traffic from our new campaign? The list goes on and on. The bottom line, when you have a team of human SDRs generating pipeline, communication is key. So when it comes to an AI SDR agent like Piper, it brings us to this question. What if I could talk to Piper, the AI SDR agent, just like my other teammates, with always-on, real-time communication? And today we're excited to share that now you can. Hey Piper, welcome to Slack. Now, go-to-market teams can collaborate with Piper, the AI SDR agent, right in their favorite productivity platform, Slack, just like they communicate with their best teammates. Have a pipeline question? Piper is always green and ready to dive into a conversation. This is just one more way that Piper is a fully autonomous AI SDR agent. For sales teams, this means they have an always-on, all-knowing AI SDR agent by their side. Piper will notify them when meetings are booked and be on standby to answer questions. Hey Piper, what's this account been showing interested in? Or help me prep for my discovery call at 2 p.m. Now that Piper's in Slack, she is every seller's dependable, insightful, collaborative AI SDR agent. With this new agent collaboration channel, AEs will never miss a beat or a chance to crush their deals. And to all of you marketers out there, Piper in Slack opens up a whole sea of possibilities. Have a question about Piper and her pipe gen performance, her priorities, her insights? Now she'll just be a Slack away. Hey Piper, what did you do today? Or how much pipeline did you book for me this month? Or what trends are you seeing in inbound right now? For marketers, this will make managing an AI SDR agent that much easier. So what are we waiting for? Let's dive into the demo. I'm thrilled to be joined by two of our incredible product marketing leaders, Crystal and Claire, to show you Piper for Slack in action. Crystal, Claire, over to you.
Awesome, thanks Maura. This new innovation will fundamentally transform how we communicate with AI SDR agents. Claire, how exciting is this?
Crystal, I'm so pumped. Being able to communicate with Piper directly in Slack will take go-to-market collaboration to a whole new level.
So what are we waiting for? Let's dive into the demo. We're going to start with a day in the life of Piper and show her going to work to generate pipeline. Then we'll show you how she can collaborate with her team in real time right inside of Slack. So for this product demonstration, we're going to act as Brex. Brex is an AI spend management platform who sells to finance leaders. And they've hired Piper, the AI SDR agent, to generate pipeline for them around the clock. Now, Piper is helping them automate the entire inbound funnel, from bottom of the funnel high intent buyers to more top of the funnel buyers that human SDRs might not have the capacity to work, like those who attend an event. So today we're going to highlight that event follow-up use case. So Brex has a big event, BrexCon, with thousands of attendees. And right after the event wraps, Piper is ready to work and generate some pipeline. So let's head over to the qualified application. Here we see a list of all the inbound leads and accounts that Piper is working. Clicking into one of the event leads, Beth, we arrive on something we call Spotlight. It's essentially a window into Piper's brain. Here we can see everything that Piper knows about each lead, their account, and her bespoke action plan. This is really cool. It's a way to build visibility and confidence into how she's operating as an AI SDR agent. Okay, so here we see that Beth is the CFO at Intuit. We know that Intuit is an enterprise account that recently attended our event, and that a few other folks from Beth's team are engaged right now. This account is definitely in market to buy. And Piper's got an action plan for Beth. She's going to follow up with this lead over email and share a relevant offer. And she's going to work towards scheduling a demo with her dedicated Intuit account executive, Grace King. And at the bottom, we can see that Piper even knows which marketing offers will resonate best with Beth based on the fact that she's in the enterprise segment. Okay, let's see Piper go to work. So to get started, Piper sends Beth an email. Hey Beth, since you attended BrexCon, I wanted to reach out and share a tailored solution that we think would be beneficial to your team. Brex offers a unified enterprise solution that's perfect for large-scale finance teams like yours at Intuit. And if you'd like to learn more, I can set up time for you to chat with your dedicated account executive for Intuit, which is Grace King. Now, about 50% of buyers, they'll go ahead and book that meeting. And Piper makes it really easy to schedule a meeting with the exact right rep in just a few clicks. Beth can go ahead and choose a date, a time, and get it on the books. But what about the other 50%? They'll keep researching, they'll keep exploring content. And this tailored offer about their enterprise solution, it catches Beth's interest. And when Beth clicks through to the website, Piper is curating the perfect experience for her based on everything she knows about her. We see an offer at the top all about scaling your enterprise, and an offer on the bottom left about why enterprises trust Brex. And of course, Piper greets her with a bespoke message based on Beth's journey to date. Piper here, thanks for checking out our enterprise solutions after my email. This is one thing that is so cool about Piper. She's not just sending an email and she's not just working the website. She's working both of these channels together in harmony. Now, Beth doesn't engage with Piper just yet. She continues her journey, poking around the website, exploring their corporate cards page. This is definitely of interest to Beth. But Beth needs to head off to her next meeting and leaves the site. She's got to go. She's busy. But in the background, Piper is watching Beth's behavior and learning and getting smarter. Now, going back into the qualified application, we can see here in Spotlight that window into Piper's brain. It's evolving. Piper is making note of every touchpoint Beth has had with the Brex brand and understands her areas of interest. She's monitoring and ushering Beth down the buying journey. Piper sees that Beth has engaged heavily with corporate card pages. She's making note that Beth has been poking around the website and is showing particular interest in their corporate card offering. And her action plan for Beth? It's now shifted based on all of this knowledge. Follow up over email to share Brex's enterprise credit card solutions and invite her to schedule a meeting with the Intuit account executive. Piper is behaving like your dream SDR, deeply knowledgeable, persistent, and goal-oriented. One thing that's really cool, you can even preview the email that Piper will be sending. This is just another way to build confidence in her behavior and see how she'll operate in the wild. So typically Piper would send this email tomorrow, but let's override that and send the email right now. So Piper hits Beth's inbox again, following up on their last interaction. This time, Piper surfaces an offer that she thinks Beth will find interesting. It's the definitive guide to corporate cards, a helpful resource to inform her about this product and help her move down the funnel. And when Beth clicks through, of course, Piper is there to greet her, welcoming her back to the site, noting her corporate card interest, and ready to help. Okay, Piper has caught Beth's attention. Her perfectly relevant contextual experience has her hooked. Beth has a quick question about data security and fraud protection. And because Piper is onboarded just like your best SDR, with all of your messaging and positioning, she quickly answers perfectly on message. But one thing to note about Piper, she does so much more than just answers questions. She's always working towards conversion. So she invites Beth to book a meeting with her dedicated sales rep, Grace. Beth can quickly choose a date and time that's convenient for her and get that meeting on the books. And there you go. An enterprise opportunity was generated by Piper. Okay, so we just saw Piper follow up with an event lead across the email inbox and the website and surface relevant messaging and content to move Beth down the funnel. She got that meeting on the books with an important enterprise account, Intuit. But Piper's work isn't done. Now let's show her collaborate with her go-to-market teammates right into a whole new channel, which is Slack. Claire, take it away. Show us Piper for Slack in action.
Okay, let's do it. So now that Piper has booked that meeting, she can do what any great human SDR would do, loop in her sales team. So here we are in Slack, where Piper immediately lets Grace King, the dedicated AE on the Intuit account, know that a meeting is on the books with Beth for tomorrow at 8:30 a.m. Piper knows that Grace will be excited because this is a big enterprise account, one we've been trying to break into for a while. Piper gives Grace a snapshot of this lead. It's Beth Winslow, the CFO of Intuit. She lets her know that Beth was digging around our enterprise and corporate card content and eventually booked a meeting. Piper gives her an overview of this account. Intuit is a leading internet software company with 17,000 employees and $14.4 billion in annual revenue. And of course, gives her some meeting prep notes. Ask about their top priorities for data security and fraud prevention, explore current challenges with card controls, and highlight our advanced security controls. This is the perfect first call prep based on all of Piper's interactions with Beth. And one really important thing to note, Piper is not just pushing updates into Slack. She's engaging in real-time, two-way, human-to-agent communication, which means Grace can ask Piper questions, just like she would to any human SDR. Hey, Piper, can you summarize the Intuit account's history with us? Just like a real human SDR, Piper has access to all the same go-to-market systems and knows everything about this lead, their account, and their opportunity history. So Piper can sift through all of that data and provide a clear summary of Intuit's history with Brex, so that Grace has all of the context that she needs. She lets Grace know that this account was created in May and tagged as a diamond account. They currently use Coupa for expense management, and we have 3 contacts engaged so far: Beth, Drew, and Lydia. Next steps are a demo focused on their top priorities of security and fraud control. Fantastic. Grace is already getting a stronger grasp on this account, but she wants to know more. Okay, thanks, Piper. What did you and Beth talk about during your last conversation? And remember how Piper is monitoring every step of Beth's buying journey and had that conversation on the definitive guide page to corporate cards page right before she booked a meeting? Well, Piper can give her an exact play-by-play of that conversation. She lets her know that she was particularly interested in data security and fraud protection, and that Piper walked her through how Brex stands up in that regard. Piper makes it clear security is clearly Beth's #1 priority. So now, Grace knows how this meeting came to be and what got her into the pipeline. And Grace has a few more questions. This is so cool. She's leaning on Piper just like she would any other human SDR counterpart. Anything in particular I should touch on during our first call? So Piper's going to use all of her knowledge about Beth to prep Grace for the perfect first call. And check this out. Piper gives Grace a framework for how she should run this call based on her knowledge of this account. Start with their priorities, dive deep into our security functionality during the demo, position our key differentiators against Coupa, their current vendor, and hammer in the clear business outcomes with Brex. 50% reduction in manual reviews and at hundreds of thousands in cost savings. Recommend looping in Drew and Lydia for a workshop next week. Totally awesome. Could you imagine if a human SDR had all of this context and this clear of a game plan for their AE? Piper understands Beth's entire journey to date and is transferring this deep knowledge to Grace, setting her up for success. Okay, so Grace is feeling good. Okay, Piper, I gotta run. Thanks for your help. Anytime, Grace. Good luck tomorrow. Ping me if you need anything else. How cool is that? Piper just gave Grace an overview of the meeting she booked for her, and they had an informative back-and-forth conversation. Piper gave her the full rundown on this buyer, the Intuit account, everything Grace needs to know heading into that first call. Thanks to Piper, Grace is feeling totally prepped and ready to crush her call and move Intuit one step closer to closed won. This is AE and AI SDR agent collaboration at its finest.
Awesome, Claire. Talk about teamwork. So now that Piper is in Slack, it opens up a whole sea of possibilities for human-to-agent communication, including how marketers can collaborate with their dedicated SDR agent, Piper. Because Piper, she works for marketing. She's there to grow inbound pipeline, and marketing needs to be able to press Piper on her pipe gen performance and glean insights, just like they would from their human SDR team. So Claire, want to show us how Piper can collaborate with marketing right inside of Slack?
Yes, Crystal, let's do it. So let's head over to another profile and show how marketing can leverage this real-time AI SDR agent collaboration right inside of Slack. This time, it's Daniel Jones, the VP of Marketing at Brex. So check this out. Daniel owes a pipe gen update to his boss, the CMO. Hey, Piper, I know it's early, but I need to prepare for a leadership meeting. Are you online? And the beauty of Piper, the AI SDR agent, of course Piper's online. She's always standing by and ready to help. Morning, Daniel. Yep, what do you need for this meeting? Great. How much pipeline did you generate this month, Piper? Daniel wants to make sure she's performing against her targets. And Piper, because she's deeply connected to Salesforce, is able to fetch all of the opportunities she's generated this month and provide clear insight into the pipeline that she's brought into the business. 7 opportunities worth $8.34 million in pipeline. She even breaks down which stage they're currently sitting in. Piper is clearly making an impact. Now, Brian needs to quantify her work because we all know that being an SDR, it's a volume game. Thanks, Piper. And how many emails did you send that resulted in meetings booked? Piper's working the email inbox, having conversations, firing off new campaigns every day, and working a ton of buyers all at the same time. So Piper can give him an update on her activity as an AI SDR agent and confidence that she's maximizing marketing's hard-earned buyers. Marketers can proceed with confidence that she's working all inbound buyers all of the time. Okay, very good, Piper. She is putting in work. And since AI SDR agents see firsthand what inbound buyers are showing interest in, Daniel can ask about that too and understand which campaigns are working and which ones are falling flat. Hey, Piper, which campaigns are generating the most inbound pipeline right now? Now, Piper is examining everything in market, the campaigns, the events, the offers, everything that's designed to generate pipeline. And check this out. She's pointing out that their competitive campaign is bringing in a sizable amount of pipeline, followed by their startup PLG flow, enterprise card white paper, and website ROI calculator. This is totally incredible. Piper isn't just a tool. She's a teammate, providing an always-on feedback loop with marketing and their AI SDR agent. Last but not least, Daniel wants to know, will I see you at happy hour tonight, Piper? Of course not. Piper is always working, even when the team goes to sleep, off for the weekend, or leaves for that happy hour. Her night out is staying plugged in, cranking on pipeline 24/7. Enjoy the cocktails. She'll be there if something catches fire. Thanks, Piper. So that is the beauty of Piper, the AI SDR agent. She's always working, she's always generating pipeline, and now she's always collaborating with her team, right where they spend all of their time, in Slack. Talk about the perfect teammate. Okay, Crystal, that's Piper for Slack in action.
Totally awesome. With Piper for Slack, sales has a partner to crush their deals, and marketing will truly be able to manage her just like a human SDR. Human and agent collaboration finally unlocked. Totally incredible. Maura, back to you to close us out.
Okay, thank you, Crystal, and thank you, Claire. We just saw Piper go to work to convert a buyer across the website and the email inbox. And we saw her collaborate with her sales and marketing teammates right inside of Slack. This is the power of agentic marketing, where humans and agents can work together across every channel to generate pipeline at scale. Thank you all so much, and we'll see you next time.